little sneak peek, getting ready to hit
Well,
play.
I had something. It wasn't that great, but it was something that I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember it for shit.
What episode is this, man?
20?
No.
19.
Yeah. Back live, everybody. It is episode 19 of Excuse Our Thoughts.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
Randy and Damon. You know what I'm saying?
Springfield, Ohio. Yeah, man.
Yeah. 10:37 a.m. and the date is May 19th, 2018.
Hope everybody had a good week. Hope everybody was safe. I want to first give my condolences to the families that lost anybody in that school shooting.
Yeah, I guess we can get that out of the way.
That's
I had that
terrible.
written down. Yeah, man. Santa Fe high school shooter. 10 dead, 10 injured. 17-year-old kid walked into the classroom with a shotgun and I believe a handgun that he stole from his dad, or took from his dad. They said it's unclear if the dad knew that he took it, but I'm sure he probably didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah.
And, but yeah, walked into an art class and just, you know, started shooting. He was quoted by saying, I didn't shoot people I liked because I wanted my story told. So whatever that means,
Yeah,
I'm
what
kind of
the hell?
intrigued by that. You know what I'm saying?
Almost as if somebody was set up in advance
Yeah.
to tell his story.
Yeah. It was crazy though, like right out, like, you know what I'm saying? Jen didn't hear about that. My wife didn't hear about that. And we're sitting there last night and I'm telling her about it or whatever, and I get this update on my phone and it said another school shooting in Georgia at an art school.
Really?
Yeah, one dead. It's just
Crazy.
like, damn,
And then
man.
here, right here in our home, bro, there was a murder-suicide.
Yeah.
So,
Lady got killed by her husband and he killed his
stepdaughter.
stepdaughter. I think she was like 19, 18.
Yeah, and
And,
they had
3 kids in the closet and they called 911.
and those kids are now living with their aunt, and I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, it's just a wild story.
Goodness, man. All I'm saying is, with that said, like, we don't need no more hate, evil, negative energy, negative bad vibes in the world, man. Like, we need to contribute to the positivity.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm tired of singing the same song though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know because every time we're like, dang, thoughts and prayers, something's got to change.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that's going to change until the government makes it change. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you know you can do whatever you want when you want with a gun.
Yeah.
I mean, how's anything going to change to you NRA lovers and you gun lovers?
And they said this time there was really no. He was like he's about to be in the military.
It's always that's the same song too.
Well, he
It's
like
usually always some military.
he was like a standout football player a couple years ago or something. But he in his Facebook like didn't suggest anything. Like they were asking the FBI like, you know, was there signs? And they were like, no, there was no signs. You know what I'm saying? So there doesn't have to be signs for this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Which should have been obvious the whole time. This stuff is going to happen. You
Yeah,
know,
until there's something has to be done, man.
he did post up a shirt like a month ago that said, and the shirt was custom by him. It was just a black shirt and white letters that said "Born to Kill." So I mean, you know, that could be taken as a sign, but let's be honest.
I think I'd wear a Born to Kill shirt
Nah, I'm gonna let you
with like a microphone on the end.
see, now you're switching.
I
it
try
up.
to save money.
I like it. Good
I don't
style.
know, man. I've worn some crazy T-shirts. I mean, you've wore some questionable T-shirts as when we were in high school. and
Like
shit.
what?
I can't think of nothing now, but
I don't
I'm
think
sure
I ever
there's
did.
something.
I don't think I ever did.
I don't know. A Born to Kill T-shirt doesn't mean you're born to kill,
Right, but he wore it during.
or that you want to kill.
He was said to be wearing it during the shooting too.
Oh well, I didn't even say that.
And he posted up a trench coat with like
Oh, come
Nazi symbols on there and other things. I don't know, it's just
Dude, if you're a parent and you're a gun owner, you need to lock your fucking guns up, dude.
well, he could have like see that doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter because what if the kid finds a key? That's all he has to do is find a key. It does not matter. Like
Keep them in a storage, something.
still doesn't matter as long as those guns are
But then,
accessible.
yeah, then they're kind of like.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro.
As long as those guns are accessible, then yeah. So I don't know. Like you said, we don't need that negative vibe in the world or on this podcast.
Yeah, we just wanted to. I mean, I feel bad for the people that died. So.
No, I do absolutely. I saw J.J. Watt for the Texans reached out today to Santa Fe and said that he's going to pay for all of the funerals.
That's dope.
Yeah. So.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Anyway, how was your week, man? We just jumped.
Oh,
right
my
into
week
it.
was cool. Had a lot going on this week. Just been working on this comedy class. I'm behind. But on last week, all my, assignments, I did pretty good. Got good feedback and stuff. So that's going good. My son is doing this new thing where he's just screaming at the top of his lungs. And he's not mad or sad or crying or anything. He's just cheesing and doing this. And then he looks around. Like, look what I just did. And it literally goes on for hours at a time. And yeah, I can't wait for this phase to be over. What else was I going to say? Oh, last night went to B-Dubs with some new friends I met at work, some co-workers. That was pretty fun. You know what I mean? Got to chop it up with them and clown, eat some food. I just had chips and salsa. Wasn't too hungry. But yeah, that was my intriguing week.
Yeah.
What about you, man? Oh, childish motherfucker.
Yeah, I was waiting on
going to ask you. I'm not just going to share.
Yeah, I'm not going to share. I'm not going to share, bro.
Like a bitch and shit.
Well, two things I want to apologize for. The last episode had a metronome that we had clicked on accident, so it was a very annoying episode. So that annoying ticking, I'll try my best to have that never happen again, because, yeah, I couldn't even go back and listen
Yeah,
to
I
it.
didn't even know. And I was like, yeah, man, that was a great episode. I was talking to you, that was a good episode. And you were like, yeah, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
I was like, what?
Episode
And then
was
you
trash.
told me. And I was like, damn it.
The
The devil always working.
Yeah. Other thing I want to apologize for is last week we were not able to do a podcast. It was just a busy weekend anyway with Mother's Day and everything. I did have a health scare myself. Mother's Day, after I left my mom and dad's, we did my wife's mom's thing and was out to eat, and we got sat at Texas Roadhouse, and I was so hot in there that I was just pouring sweat, and my Apple Watch notified me my heart rate was over 120 while I'm resting, and I looked at my actual heart rate, and it was at 156 beats a minute. And I go to work the next day, I tried to calm down and everything. I go to work the next day, and I just felt really off. And my buddy at work was like, bro, you need to go take care of this, whatever it is. So I go into the hospital, I go to the emergency room, call my wife, she took me in. And immediately I sit down, or right when I get there, I tell them what's going on. They're like, all right, well, we'll do the paperwork in the room. And they took me back there immediately, like take a shirt off. They threw all these like sticker things on my chest and on my legs. Took 9 vials of blood out of me. Did a chest x-ray, the whole 9. I was there for like 7 hours. Never really found out what was wrong.
Yeah.
But they said that my heart is not enlarged. I got good oxygen levels. Cholesterol's perfect. Blood pressure's perfect. Pulse is low, resting but good. Like it's like 54. And I had no enzymes released into my blood to signify heart damage. So
See, and that's what proves it was probably an anxiety or a panic attack, because as soon as you got to the hospital, you calmed down. Like your body,
yeah, but
body calmed down.
Yeah, but that made me freak out going to the hospital. Like I don't go to, like anybody who knows me knows. Last time I was at the doctor, I was like 13
I usually
years
feel
old.
a lot better when I get to the hospital.
Well,
But
the
yeah,
thing
you're
is,
like you're a needle, like
yeah,
afraid of
I freak
needles
out
and shit
of
like
needles.
that.
Yeah,
See, I'm not scared of needles.
yeah, and like the first lady was like, she comes over with a needle, and I'm like, hold on, like you can't just stick that in my arm, lady. Like, you gotta understand that I am not a man. You know what I mean?
Would you say it was like 30 minutes or something like that?
10 minutes. I probably talked to her for like 10 minutes before I let her actually put that needle in my arm, and then she popped the vein because I was flexing, and so then they had to go in my other arm, and I'm all bruised up, man.
Looking like a fucking heroin addict.
Yeah.
Track marks out there.
Right. But I go to the cardiologist on Monday to see what's wrong with me, if anything is indeed wrong with me. So
right,
we'll see.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you're all right, bro. I've been, I've dealt with those like chest pain scares and shit.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you real quick before we move on, if I win $1 million, you're straight, bro.
You're not going to win.
You have my word.
He just pulled out lottery tickets out of his pocket.
Since you've said that, if I do, you're not straight.
Right.
No,
that's fine.
I'm like, no,
Right,
I wasn't going to win.
I'm saying you're not going to.
I wasn't going to win.
So it's all good.
Okay.
All right. Let's get into it here.
Get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Feeling on the titty.
I was talking to some people the other day about what actually makes a classic album. And
Collection of things.
yeah, I know, but there's certain things that can ruin what a classic album is. For example, Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Great album.
Great album, not a classic album.
Didn't like St. Pablo though.
No, I didn't like St. Pablo. Here, I'm gonna tell you why it's not a classic album. Because the rollout of this album was already, like, we already knew what this album. It was a terrible rollout. You know what I'm saying? There's not.
You mean like promotion and shit?
Yeah, well, think about it. We already heard Monster. We already heard So Appalled. We already heard All the Lights. We already heard what was that?
Like way before. So Appalled was like way before it dropped.
What was that song with Pusha?
Ugh.
What was that song? Look at you, look at
I don't know.
Dang, man, you know the dun dun.
Oh yeah.
What is that song? Dun.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
Yeah,
bro.
but we heard that. I can't think of the name. Sorry, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Not Runaway.
Yeah, Runaway.
Was that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And everyone already heard
Bro, that shit was fucking.
Devil in a
blue dress,
whatever. Yeah, that song.
black dress, white dress.
And Dark Fantasy, the first song, and then the album came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
everybody already heard all that.
There's albums that do that every now
and that's what irritated me so much because that could have been literally like a game changing album had they just knew.
That didn't ruin it for me, man.
No, it didn't ruin it for me, but it's not a classic album now.
I wouldn't say that because
you just agreed with me mere seconds ago, Dan.
Well, if I did, no, I didn't mean to. I mean, I feel your frustration, and I hate when albums put out all these singles, and then when the album comes out, all it is all those singles that you've already heard.
Just like I
But
just said.
it doesn't take away from how great those singles were.
But no, because these songs are coming out. Think about it, man. These songs are coming out, right? Then the album comes out and everybody's rushing to buy the album, and how big of a letdown is it to hear every song that you just paid for already?
Really?
You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't take away.
So what if they just put out all the singles and then said, "Yo, that was the album. I'm not releasing anything." That was the album.
I see that coming very soon.
Just singles.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, albums are fading away.
Albums
bro.
are about to be out, and I think people are about to start putting music out at their leisure.
Well, because you don't need to sell a whole album anymore. All you need is a fire ass track to go platinum.
Well, no, not necessarily. You can go platinum off one song.
That's why I said
You know
a
what I'm
fire ass track.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about albums.
No.
But think about it. Like J. Cole, Friday Night Lights, Big Crit. Crit was here. Let me think. Not Childish Gambino, but Chance the Rapper, Coloring Book. These are mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? With all original.
Well, there's still a handful of artists that are going to still be able to put out albums and go platinum.
But what I'm saying is,
Cole,
right. But what I'm saying is, these are mixtapes that people are putting out, not albums. Coloring Book was not an album.
No. Cole's last one was though.
Cole's last one was, but I said Friday Night Lights.
That was forever ago though. Even,
Right,
like,
but it was all what I'm my
the
my-
last 3 Cole ones drops were out.
I understand, Damon. What I'm saying is, mixtapes are starting to all have original beats. No one's going over other people's beats anymore.
Oh, I know. I don't even know why they call them mixtapes.
You know what I'm saying? That's
I
my
always
point.
thought it was a mixtape. How do you even know anymore? Like, it was a mixtape to us growing up if they were rapping over someone else's beat.
Yeah.
Like, that's a mixtape. But now it's just like, they'll drop an album, all new songs, all new beats, everything. And then if it ain't doing good or didn't do good, they'll be like, oh, that was a mixtape.
Yeah.
Like, no, the fuck it wasn't, bro. That was all original music.
But to me, it may mean something different to someone else. That album may be someone's favorite album in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, the Roots, How I Got Over, is my favorite album ever. And I think it was because of the timing it came out. Like, it was so
I
perfect
thought Lupe, Food and Liquor was your favorite album ever.
timing. No, I never said that.
You said that.
I've never said that. I said the song "Hurt Me Soul" by Lupe is my favorite song ever.
Okay.
But see, I've said this to you before. My favorite
I'm
artist
gonna have
ever.
to go back a few episodes.
You can. That's fine. I've been saying this for years. My favorite artist ever is Nas. My favorite album ever is a Roots album. My favorite song ever, as far as hip hop goes, my favorite song ever is a Lupe
Okay.
song.
It was in your top 5. Food and Liquor.
Yeah, it was in my top 5.
Okay. I accept that.
Yeah. So
Wale.
what new tape?
New tape, new management,
No,
Warner
he's
Brothers.
and he's
self-promoting.
self promoting.
I think this is gonna be good for Wale.
Yeah.
I can't believe that fucking. So Ross dropped him.
No, I don't think he dropped him.
He was like, yo, man, you can go if you want. Like, obviously it's not working over here.
Yeah.
Because I know there was rumors going around saying he got dropped.
No, I don't think he dropped him. In fact,
Well, it was like the label above Ross, like Atlantic or something, right?
I don't think I don't think Atlantic is over MMG. I think MMG is now branched out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I know that like Meek and Wale are still like super tight. You know what I mean?
They're still gonna probably rap.
Well, they were just hanging out the other day. Like,
Yeah, I seen a couple videos.
yeah,
You heard any of the tracks?
yeah. The off that EP.
Wale?
Yeah, it came out like 2 weeks ago.
I ain't heard none of them.
Yeah, that's dope, man. He got a song that I forget what it's called, but it's pretty much talking about like the social injustices. It's got Colin Kaepernick speaking at the beginning. It's really
Did he
dope.
say some deep shit?
Yeah, it's a dope EP. I don't think there's really a bad song on there. So
Does Colin have like a cool voice or what?
no homo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
Does it sound like
It definitely tickles my fancy.
nice, man.
We never talked about Childish Gambino
Oh yeah.
on here.
This is America.
Super dope video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I heard that he wrote the song around the video.
Really?
Yeah. So he
So
had
did the video first.
no, that would not be possible.
Why?
But he
Yeah,
knew-
it would.
No, it wouldn't.
It would be possible to do a video first.
He's
and then
mouthing the lyrics, Damon, and he's dancing
Oh
to
yeah,
the
that's
beat.
right. Never mind. I
You
didn't think
dumbass.
about if he
you
didn't.
are. I like you, but you're the
Fuck
dumbest
you,
person I've
bitch.
ever met.
If there was no mouthing the lyrics, it's possible. It's possible to do if you don't mouth the lyrics, obviously, because then you already did the song.
And if you're not dancing,
Because I could easily come up with a vision.
well, yeah,
And
Damon,
just do the vision.
That's not what happened, though.
All right, well,
I'm talking about
don't
this.
try to
spec-
tell me, motherfucker,
I
that
am
it
telling
ain't
you.
possible.
I'm telling you about this specific video.
Yeah.
God,
Jesus rose.
you are what? But yeah, very very dope video, cool visual. I think, but who was it? Man, I think he had Young Thug, Uzi, Travis Scott,
In the video?
Future, 2 Chainz. No, they were all in the song.
Really?
Yes,
I
if you
didn't hear
listen
'em.
closely, you'll hear all of their ad libs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you listen closely, you can hear all their ad libs. Like there's other ones too, I think. But who was it? Young Thug just said that this is going to be his last album.
Young Thug. What's his ad lib?
I don't know. Just listen to the song, man.
I like Young Thug. Man.
I guess this is it for Childish Gambino. So this next album is his last.
He was talking about his last project coming out.
Also, sidebar. He also said, Young Thug also said that he has Future's name tattooed on him, and Future has Young Thug's name tattooed.
Yeah,
on him.
I saw that.
And that's a little strange.
That's gay.
Um,
I saw what was I gonna say? Oh, what I heard was Childish Gambino. This was going to be like his last project as Childish Gambino. Like
I heard that as well.
Childish Gambino.
I heard that as well, but Young Thug said no. He said he is officially done with music after this album.
That's what he told him.
That's what he said in the interview.
Shit.
So I don't know if he.
I mean, really, what more can he do in music?
That's my point. Is
he
has
his
the potential. He has the potential to be the greatest of all time.
I know, but I'd rather just go out on top. He's literally surpassed his pinnacle. Like, he was on top.
I wouldn't say that.
He was, dog, his last album was fire too.
Yeah, but that's also partly my point. Think about it. He dropped Camp, which nobody thought that he was going to be a great MC. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a comedian, actor.
Yeah,
you know
because it never happens.
Right.
Yeah.
And he dropped Camp and surprised everyone as far as I saw. I mean, I loved that album.
Camp was fucking awesome.
And then he dropped Because of the Internet, which shot him up. You know what I'm saying?
Was fire. Every track, bro.
And then, well, I don't agree.
Oh, I thought it was track
I didn't
for
think
track.
every track was fire on that album, but it was a good album.
I thought it was like a hit album.
Commercially, it shot him to the top.
Yeah, that's what you don't like, okay.
No, I liked most of the album, but it wasn't better than Camp.
I'd have to revisit them both.
Anyways, then he dropped Awaken My Love, and which I just bought on vinyl, by the way.
With Redbone.
Yeah,
Redbone's
didn't put out
it's gonna be a classic.
one rap song on that album, and it was like a whole funk album. And it was like an ode to his father, I guess, because his dad was like a big funk fan. So, you know what I mean? Like, I thought that people were probably saying he reached his peak because of the internet. Then he dropped something that wasn't even hip hop and topped the charts with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has the potential to do anything.
I get it though. Sometimes I look at artists and I'm like, man, they just keep going and going. And like sometimes I feel like it damages them because you kind of get too much of them. You kind of get they kind of get played out.
Well, you kind of have
but
to.
When you go out on top with just like 4 or 5 like dope ass albums and just kind of call it quits, I feel like that kind of keeps you alive longer.
I disagree, because think about it, man. Jay-Z and Drake.
Jay's one of a kind.
Well, what about Drake? Drake has not stopped working and has put out music consistently for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now think about Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne quit, and now is anybody going to be checking for Wayne?
They won't.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't get it either. Like, he was the biggest thing on the planet.
Yeah,
I don't see how cats just forgot about Wayne.
But then he stopped making music, and because I think it was legal issues. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like he couldn't release music.
He started fighting Win Birdman.
So because that happened, he's not. You know.
I mean, he could have just chalked it and fucking kept making music, kept getting raw dogged. But he was like, nah, fuck that. I'm getting my money. Like,
right.
That was a lot of money, man. 50 mil.
Yeah. Right. I could do something with that.
Yeah.
But yeah. But Gambino also, man, he's in the new Spider-Man. He's in the new Star Wars movie. He's only going up.
He's the man.
You know what I mean?
He probably just wants to focus. I doubt it'll be. I'm gonna call it now. This is not gonna be his last time.
No, I don't think so either. He is my wife's favorite rapper.
He's gonna do something with Chance.
Yeah, they're probably
they're probably working on that now.
Actually, I completely forgot that they said that they were going to do that.
Yeah,
so,
he's doing something with Chance.
So yeah, unless he drops that before this project comes out, like as a mixtape or something. Nah.
Chance need to do something soon.
Chance does need to do something soon.
Because I mean, it's been a minute. When was Coloring Book? Yeah, you won a Grammy, nigga, but I ain't heard nothing from you for a minute.
2 years ago.
Yeah, he need to do something.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna fuck his little buzz up.
Yeah. All right. Women advocate group Ultraviolet encourages Spotify to remove artists from streaming privileges because of hateful conduct.
No, I saw that shit.
Spotify recently did remove R. Kelly and XXXTentacion, which I 100% agree with on that. However,
Who listens to Spotify?
that's another thing, and then I'm getting to that.
I commented that on that post on Facebook, and like so many people liked it.
Yeah.
One guy responded and said, "Spotify has like million subscribers and listeners," and then I just responded, "Yeah, but who are they?" And everybody just kept laughing, liking my comment. Like nobody uses Spotify.
But they're trying to get Eminem, 6ix9ine, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nelly, Chris Brown, Steven Tyler, Don Henley, and some others
Why
removed from
Nelly?
Spotify because he had that supposed.
Because he was falsely
Exactly.
accused of something, and you're
Exactly.
going to
Exactly.
convict him?
Well, I don't know why Don Henley or Red Hot Chili Peppers were, or
That-
Steven Tyler was either.
That angers me, bro, the Nelly one.
And who was? I was just watching
You're just guilty. Someone says you did something and you're guilty. That's
Yeah.
it.
I was just watching the interview on Breakfast Club with Snoop, and they were. I don't think it was on this specific topic, but it was related. And they was talking about Tupac, and he was like, he was a one of a kind person, you know what I mean? And he said that he can remember going through problems with his then girlfriend, Snoop was. And everybody at Death Row was like, man, leave that bitch. Like, you can have any bitch you want. Like, this, that, and the other.
Saying that to Pop?
Saying that to Snoop.
Oh.
And Pac was like, nah, man. He was like, you see that woman? She loves you. And he's like, you need to marry her. And Snoop's still married to her to this day. And Angela Yee was like, so do you regret making songs like Bitches Ain't Shit But Hoes and Tricks? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, hell no. He was like, that's who I was back then. He was like, that's...
Who
you
said
know,
that, Snoop?
Yeah, he was like, I'm not that way now, but...
Yeah, I wouldn't take nothing back either. I mean, like, that's who you are at the time. People change. People learn. People evolve. Like, you don't have to be like, oh my God, I was a terrible person. Nah, own it.
Yeah.
Own it. Like, yo, that was me.
And they also asked Snoop, like, does he hate music now? And he was like, nah, I don't hate it. And he was like, it's our fault. He was like, when we were coming up, we had the Rakims, the KRS-Ones, you know what I mean? He was naming all these older artists.
Conscious, right?
Yeah, well, just, the biggest artists there ever was back then. And as far as hip-hop goes. And he said we had them to kind of teach us what you have to do. Like, you need to work for this. You need to write your music. You need to make it hit and all this other stuff. He was like, we never taught that to this younger generation. He was like, so, it is what it is. We're to blame for what it is right now, so I'm not going to say I hate it because it's my fault.
I mean, and they're signing these people.
Yeah.
So, and then artists even co-sign them, so.
Yeah. And he said, they were like, so do you let your daughter listen to, like, Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Get None? And he was like, my daughter's 19 years old. He's like, the game is teaching her this now. And he was like, I'm not...
Right.
He's like, it's not my job to tell her...
Well, he can't tell her what to do anymore.
Yeah, and he's
She's
like,
grown.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, going back to Spotify, if the state of streaming services is going to really become one-sided if Spotify starts to do this stuff. R. Kelly is a piece of trash. I think we can all agree with that.
The fact that people are streaming R. Kelly surprises me.
XXXTentacion is pretty much the same thing. But to take away Eminem, 6ix9ine, who's probably the biggest artist right now, I'm not a fan, but you know what I'm saying, as far as streaming goes. And these other artists like Chris Brown and them, because of stuff that happened years ago. I mean, when did Eminem start talking about, like, quote unquote fags and killing his wife and that kind of stuff?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're really about to dig their own grave.
Right.
You know what I mean? Apple Music's probably in the background like, yes.
Yeah. I think it's a strategy. They're probably hoping to get more streamers by doing this.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, probably not gonna happen. Like, they're not gonna get clout. Like,
yeah.
You are a music streaming service.
Yeah.
If I want to hear Eminem, which most people that like hip hop are probably going to at least want to hear Eminem here or there. Like, oh, what did him say in the song? Let me look it up. Oh, damn, I can't because Spotify took him
if
off.
you're going to do that, you might as well remove any artist that disrespects any type of person.
Yeah.
Not just a woman. What about a gay person? Someone who doesn't like to fight? Someone who doesn't do drugs? Someone, you know what I mean? Like, hip hop goes after everybody.
They need to just keep it freedom of speech. I understand Spotify has their right to exercise their freedom of speech by removing these artists. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyway. That's just what sucks about being a celebrity. You make a mistake, they don't let you live it down.
Yeah.
They don't forgive you.
Yeah. So, Eduardo Leon. Do you know who that is?
What the hell is that? Nah.
All right. So I'm going to read this article to you. Eduardo Leon, the 26-year-old man who broke into Rihanna's home last week, has reportedly been charged with multiple felonies. According to TMZ, Leon went to court on Monday the 14th where he faced 3 felony charges for stalking, burglary, and vandalism. Right? Leon was charged with misdemeanor resisting arrest. Police found Leon in Riri. I hate when people call it Riri.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I'm just going to say Rihanna.
Yeah.
Police found Leon in Rihanna's Los Angeles home on Thursday, May 10th, and reportedly tased him before putting him in handcuffs. Leon admitted to police he was there to have sex with the Barbadian singer.
So what, you gonna take it?
Yeah. It says, after disarming the security system, he spent the last day in her home. Police reportedly said he unpacked his bag, charged his phone.
Wait. Time out. If you charge your phone, you comfortable as fuck.
Yeah. Unpacked his bag, charged his phone, and waited for her to arrive.
Wow.
After his arrest, he's held on a $150,000 bail. I'm like, damn, bro.
Why would he? Oh, was there cameras in the crib?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Well, I'm confused. Like, that's scary that you can get into Rihanna's house that easy.
Yeah. I was just weak that, like, he just was like, all right, I'm just going to go over here, have sex with her. I'll just wait for her to get home.
Yeah, I'm going to try. Damn, my phone about to die.
Yeah, my phone about to die.
That should be the last of your words.
Yeah. Just in case she tried to call.
Yeah, she probably had some bomb food up in there, too.
Yeah. He was there for a whole day. Like,
can you imagine the homie hit you?
Like,
what you doing? Oh, I'm at Rihanna's.
Yeah, that's gotta be scary.
I'm at Rihanna's. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Dog, if I'm Rihanna, I'm not
moving.
I'm not going in there feeling safe.
First of all, I'm moving.
Yeah.
And
you know how much a dude can do to your house in a day?
She's got to be like in a gated community. How the fuck did he get in there?
I don't know. He disarmed her. I looked him up, bro. He looks comedy. Like, it's just, yeah. I was just weak.
Cool. What else we got?
I think we talked about it before on here, but Khalees was asking Nas for more child support.
Oh yeah.
For their 8-year-old son Knight, but this week Nas went to court over it all, and it said that Nas reportedly pulls in $175,000 a month.
Damn.
Yeah.
Doing what?
I mean,
what the hell does he do?
I mean, he does shows. He does endorsements like that doorbell company.
Oh yeah, that's right. He got endorsements.
Like Bevel.
He probably has a little business, investments and shit,
and has more than $8.3 million in his bank account. The legal docs list his monthly expenses at $76,834.04.
Damn, nah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
$20,245.70 of which goes to helping some of his family members. Nas also has rent at $15,000 a month.
Why does he have rent?
$15,000 a month.
Why doesn't he buy a home?
I'm sure he probably does own a home. You know what I mean? But he probably relocates.
Yeah. My thing is, here's my thing on that. I'm sure Nas is taking perfect care of his son.
That's my thing, bro.
Because me, as someone who pays child support, when I have my kids, I do stuff for them then too. And it's not with the child support money that I gave the mom.
Yeah.
It's with more of my own money. So
Right.
it's not like it's not like you just pay the child support and then you just be like, and your son says, "Hey, Dad, can I get a burger?"
And you can dip into the child support.
You got any child support left?
Yeah.
Because I already gave you your money for the month.
Yeah, it can't.
Nah, it don't work like that. Like,
well, here's the kicker. Nas already has given her $8,000 a month. $8,000 a month. Now I did the math. That's $416,000 a year in just child support.
bro, that's plenty of
That's
money.
almost $500,000 a year.
You know why? It's because she's trying to live a lifestyle.
And she's seeking more.
It's her, bro. It's for things that she probably wants. I doubt it's the kid for the kid.
That's insane.
She's probably living in a home that Nas owns as well.
Well, I mean, he sure as hell paid for it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
So,
but yeah, she was saying that she suffered years of physical and emotional abuse, which I'm sure she's going to say. But yo, like, I completely lost it. I lost respect for her. Like,
Yeah.
it's
especially since Khalees like can get it on her own.
she can, bro. She
Like,
had like one of the biggest hits back in the day. She was messing with the
she's a
Neptunes.
pop star, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
But she like,
sound like there might be a drug problem or something.
hey, I don't know.
Some mental illness, some bitterness.
Definitely bitterness. Definitely bitterness.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry, but I'm happy as hell with 8,000 a month.
Hell yeah.
If I had 5 kids, I'm happy with 8,000 a month.
give me 4,000. Give me 1,000 a month. You know what I mean? Like,
if I had to take on 5 kids and you said you'd give me 8,000 a month, I'd take on the 5 kids.
yeah. Matter of fact, matter of fact, I'll make a deal with Khalees right now.
Yeah.
Give me 6,000 of that 8,000 and your child, and I'll raise them to be a great man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
you get to keep that 2,000 just to do what you do.
Yeah.
Don't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, yeah, she's tripping.
Yeah. Wiz Khalifa to release Rolling Papers 2 in July.
Dog, he's been talking about that forever.
Yeah.
This is like the second release date, isn't it?
Oh, I don't
Second
know.
or third.
I don't know.
There was one before. But I'm looking forward to it.
The only reason I am is because he's naming it Rolling Papers 2. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just,
Because the last Wiz album I was even mildly interested in was Rolling Papers.
it's intriguing because it gives you hope that the music's going to go back to what it was.
Yeah. I feel like he's got a lot to talk about too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
the dude, he had a divorce. He don't talk about that. He could still speak on that.
He's training MMA.
He's training MMA. His trainer said that he's good enough to go pro.
Jay Glazer said that he's
Yeah.
good enough to go pro. Jay Glazer's like huge.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I mean?
crazy. He looks good. I mean, he don't look that much bigger than me, but you can definitely tell he's working out.
Yeah, he when they asked him about it, though, he's like, "Oh, they'd have to pay me a lot of money." Because he said he enjoys rapping more than fighting.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I'm sure there's plenty of fighters that would like love to get out of that and do something else.
But it was kind of cool because they said the reason that he could go pro is because his work ethic. Like
Right.
he has such a strong work ethic that he's not going to stop working. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like he's not going to relax.
Right.
So
I got a pretty good drive. I've been told that.
yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, dog. Like Wiz is honestly one of a kind. I keep hearing about these cats talking about how they quit smoking. Like a lot of rappers are talking about how they quit smoking weed and shit like that, and because it slows them down and this, that, and the third. I mean, just to name a couple, you got Joey Badass.
He quit
fucking-
smoking?
Yeah. Maul, I don't know if he started back up, but he did quit. Maul on the
Yeah, I
Joe
saw
Budden
that.
podcast, he said he quit for the same type of reasons.
He just said everybody's smoking weed now. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Which Maul's corny like that. Like
Yeah.
I mean, Maul's probably my favorite person on that show, but he's super corny when it
Yeah,
comes
me
to that
too.
kind of stuff.
He
was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna smoke." Like before he quit, he was like, "I'm not gonna smoke on 420 because everybody's doing it." It's like Maul.
I just,
You know what I'm saying?
He be trash sometimes.
Yeah.
I just love how Budden be roasting him.
Yeah.
But,
It'd be cracking me up.
anyways, I be thinking about Wiz every time something like that said, and I be hoping he speaks on it, but he never does. But yeah, Wiz obviously weed does the complete opposite for him, because he's like hella gets shit done, stays busy, stays pumping out music, like
Well, bro, like I don't
Like-
I don't smoke anymore. But when I did, and I would smoke, and I was by myself, I would smoke and I would clean the house.
Yeah, I
I would get
remember
a lot done.
I
bro.
remember you do shit like that. But yeah, there's some cats like weed kind of just speeds them up, like motivates them to get shit done and get them going. And then there's like the majority, which is like 90%.
Yeah.
They smoke weed and it just slows them down. But
Yeah.
that's definitely not Wiz Khalifa
Right. Or Redman.
or Redman. Yeah.
Because Redman is a workaholic too. Alright. Friday.
Oh yeah.
The last Friday.
Is like everybody from all the Fridays supposed to be in this?
The only one that they're
Chris
hoping
Tucker.
for is obviously Chris Tucker. But
What's his deal, man? Why is he so against it?
well, he's not really against it. He
He owes the IRS, nigga.
I don't know. I know that
he
he
paid it off by now.
he like found God and he's
Oh, did he?
yeah, he's like not trying to. I don't know. He's not. He just doesn't want to. I guess he feels like he shouldn't
Do it.
do it. You know what I mean?
Because
Which
of what it
whatever. I mean, that's
portrays.
your
Yeah, that's respect.
that's your belief. You know what I mean? That's why he gave it all up. Like that's why he don't. If you ever see him in anything anymore, he don't really cuss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I seen him in a movie on Netflix not too long ago.
His stand up.
Nah, this was like an actual movie. He had a role and everything.
Hmm.
I'll have to figure out the title of it, but it wasn't a normal role, like a funny, like he was kind of a comic relief, but not really. It was like a serious movie.
Yeah. But yeah, Ice Cube. What's his name? John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
And Mike Epps, the one who actually like Instagrammed the pictures.
Mike's been wanting this to happen forever.
Yeah,
Probably more
so
than
is John
any of them.
Witherspoon. Like I watched an interview on Vlad where he was talking about it. He was like, all they have to do is make a phone call to me. I think he said that what everybody made off the first Friday movie, $5,000.
Swear.
Everybody there.
That's probably what they got paid up front, but they still got residual.
No. They made.
They didn't get a percentage of the sales.
No, because of the deal that was sold. Like I forget, man. You'll have to go back and watch this interview on Vlad. But yeah, he said everybody made $5,000 off the first Friday. He's like, when the second Friday came out, that's where the money was.
Oh yeah.
Then he
They
started
all
like
got
getting
paid.
banked because they
So
didn't
Chris
think.
Tucker didn't make shit, but he got his career off that pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, it was recorded in like a week, and the entire movie was freestyle, like where he's like macaroni, like that was
Macaroni.
that was 100%.
I'm telling you, bro. Like a lot of actors improv. People don't understand this. I feel like I'm an improv comedian. Like I don't want to keep bringing it on myself. Like, but I'm learning that about myself. I'm an improver. Like when I get around a group of people, that's my best shit. Like when
Right.
I start chiming in and taking over, that's my best shit. You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing my skits, I get an idea, of course, but then I just go. I don't
Yeah.
start writing nothing down or nothing like that. And that's what this class is trying to help me to do, because I mean, if I ever want to like turn in a script or anything like that, I'm gonna have to learn how to write.
Right.
But yeah, improv. I'm starting to feel like improv is like where the best material comes out, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
Scripted stuff is dope too, but like improv is just
Improv
it's
comedy
so
is
natural,
always
bro.
funny. I mean, it's hilarious. Like when comedians just like just park a heckler. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
but
I think hecklers sometimes just want that
yeah,
because they just want to see how good the comedian is.
yeah.
D. Ray Davis
I saw that.
fucking eat up some
He
people.
bodied that.
I seen a few, like, there's a few of him on there. I was like, damn. Cause I didn't even know D. Ray was like that funny.
Yeah.
And I watched his latest stand up on Netflix, and then I started YouTubing some of his older shit, and I was like, damn, I've been asleep on D. Ray.
Yeah, I heard he's hilarious. I ain't watched it
Yeah.
yet. But yeah, it's called Last Friday. They came out and said that they are making it. There's like scenes from it already, so that's gonna be very dope.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope it ain't whack.
Also, January 17th, 2020, Bad Boys 3.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
gonna be.
way too far away, though.
Yeah, 2020.
What the fuck? What's it gonna take? Why is it gonna take that long?
I mean, truth be told, that's a year and a half
That's a long time, I feel like.
for a movie.
Yeah, I guess Bad Boys has a lot of action shit in it too.
Yeah, for all the production, for
Yeah.
they gotta write the movie, bro. Like,
Oh, I figured they already had a script or something.
well, nah, because Will just came out and was like, "Hey, Martin, do you want to do this?" And then he said, "Yeah, let's do it." You know what I mean? So I doubt that they, unless that was all stage. You know what I'm saying?
What, there's a video of that?
Nah, he like
Oh.
tweeted him or something.
For real?
Like somebody posted something up, like a poster or something, like that they
Yeah.
made up for Bad Boys 3, and Will like added Martin and was like, "Yo, you want to do this?"
Yeah, I definitely want to see that. I love Bad Boys.
Yeah. Next month, or within the next month, it should be a good month for music though, because we got Drake. As far as hip hop goes, because Drake, Nicki Minaj, Nas, Kanye, and Cudi all drop within the next month.
I gotta get
Like that's
I gotta get my iTunes back.
yeah. That's
I'm about to be hurting.
yeah. That's going. This is like I don't remember ever that many. If you're not one of those artists, do not drop because they're gonna
Yeah.
steal your streams for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there might be some ballsy motherfuckers out there that try to do it just to see, but if you do, you just gonna be hurting yourself.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody that. Who else could do it?
Nobody could.
Jay-Z?
I'm just saying. I hope. Oh, Jay definitely could drop and take over.
You think you could outshine them?
Hell yeah.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I
He's
would
Jay.
I would like him to, but he's not competing with.
All the old heads are gonna go grab his shit, and then the younger generation respects him too.
Right, but
So-
nah, man. Actually, they don't, bro. Everybody that I work with, like the younger dudes, I'm talking hip hop with them. They don't mess with Jay-Z. They do not mess with him.
Really?
In fact, I said I was talking to this dude the other day, and he's like, one of them was like 20, the other one was like 24, I think he said, and I'm not gonna put their names out there, but we were just talking about hip hop, and I said like Nas is, in my opinion, Nas is the greatest to ever do it. And they're like, Nas, are you serious? And I was like, are you serious?
Right.
Like you're surprised I'm saying this? I understand if you don't agree,
Right.
but you're surprised, and they're like, I mean, maybe my dad might like that. And I'm like, bro, are we that?
Yeah.
Are we getting there now? Like,
Yeah, we're old.
you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was like, do me a favor, bro. I was like, get on your phone, go to any site, type in top 10 hip hop albums ever, and show me one that Illmatic's not number one. And he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He got on several of them, and I was like, same,
Yeah.
bro. Like Illmatic's not
I
my
still
favorite
think
album.
Jay could do it. He could drop when they drop him.
He's not going to
He
out.
go number one.
He's not
He
going to
might not outsell Drake.
or Kanye. Not right now. Or Kanye and Cudi. He might he'll get
He'll outsell Cudi.
not Kanye and Cudi. Are you kidding me? Name somebody that's a hip hop head that hasn't been waiting for a Cudi Kanye.
I mean,
I'm okay.
I
I'm
don't
playing
know
devil's
nobody.
advocate right now, of course.
I don't know. I'm standing firm in what I say. I think Jay could drop when they all drop
I think he'd out.
and be number one.
I think
I'm not
he'd
saying he's gonna
outsell-
stay at the top, but his peak would be number one.
I think he'd outsell Nicki, and I think he'd outsell
Hell
Nas.
yeah, he'd outsell Nicki.
But he's not going to outsell Cudi.
Nicki's not gonna do that great.
I don't think so either.
Not overall, them cats.
I don't think so either. Well,
And she took so much time off, bro.
yeah, she did. See what I'm
And
saying?
then
bro?
now she's hating on Cardi too, and like bitches love Cardi.
I don't think she's hating on her anymore. They just like squashed her
It's
beef
like a silent hate.
at the what was that fashion show? I forget what it was called, but
Yeah, the Met Valor or something.
Met
Gala.
Met Gala, yeah.
Whatever the fuck that is.
I think yeah, I know, right? I have no
Yeah, I
idea.
still don't know what it is.
Yeah. Last thing I got is I was talking to a buddy at work the other day, and he was like, he was listening to something. It was rock, or maybe he said some lyrics to me, and he was like, "Who said that?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he was like, "It's one of the greatest out of the greatest band of all time." Which who do you think of as the greatest band of all time?
Greatest rock band?
No, just greatest band of all time.
Probably Beatles.
Exactly. That's what I said. I was like, oh, well, then it's either Ringo Starr, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, or John Lennon. And he's like, no. And then he was like, some people's opinion, it was Led Zeppelin. And I was like, I gotta be honest. Anyways,
Maybe in the Midwest, probably.
nah, bro. Worldwide, I'm thinking the Beatles got it, bro. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
anyways, he came. He brought it up to me later, and he was like, "So you think the Beatles are the biggest band of all time?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "But Michael Jackson outsold the Beatles." I
It
was
wasn't
like,
a band.
"That's my point." And he was like, "But who? So he made the whole music? There wasn't a band behind him?" I'm thinking like,
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying.
yeah, that's
He was the only face that sold the music.
Yeah, and I wish I would have been like, so you're telling me the same
technical mode.
Yeah, right. And I wish I would have said, so you're telling me the same band is behind every Michael Jackson song? You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. A
No.
solo artist bounce around. They go.
Yeah.
Nah, he tripping.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I had something else I wanted to share. Still can't remember it for the life of me. Oh well. Until next time.
Yeah. Until next time. Yeah, we out of here. Peace, positivity, love. Share it all. Give hugs, high fives, kisses only on the mouth.
Yeah, man and man.
All right, we out. One.
Peace. Righty.
Peace.